Hey y'all, welcome to my channel, Sandy Toe Tarot. My name is Laura. It's been a while since I've done a reading, a little over a week, so I have decided to do a weekly reading. However, this is not going to be a reading that is just for this week necessarily. This is going to be a timeless weekly reading, so that means whenever you click on this reading, it's the right time for you, and the message is going to be what blessings are coming your way in the next 7 days. So from whenever you click on the reading, it's the next 7 days for you. I'm not going to do a long introduction this time. I'm going to get right into the reading. I've done some of these What Blessings Are Coming Your Way readings before. You guys seem to like them. So I'm going to do one again. Have 3 piles sitting down here. If you've never done a pick a card reading before, generally, you want to be really intuitive about how you pick the pile. You can just kind of take a few deep breaths, and then whichever pile is drawing you in, that's going to be the right one for you. You can choose based on the number. You can choose based on the stone that's on the pile. You can choose based on the timestamps that are in the description box below, or any other way that you want to. Maybe you just like one of these numbers, 1, 2, or 3. However you choose is going to be the right way for you, but don't overthink it. If you do get into a reading and you say, wow, this is not for me at all, it's fine. Just go ahead and click off of it, go to another pile, or go to another reading. I have a bunch of YouTube videos out there. There are a bunch of YouTube tarot readers, so you're kind of spoiled for choice on that. Okay, on pile 1, today we do have a rough cut rose quartz. On pile 2, an aquamarine. It is aquamarine. It's very faint. It's kind of hard to see, but it really is a blue. It's rough cut. And on pile 3, we have a black tourmaline. So go ahead and choose which pile is speaking to you, which pile you think is going to answer the question, what blessings are coming your way in the next 7 days. Go to the description box. There will be timestamps there. You just click on that timestamp and it takes you directly to that point in the reading. So that's kind of a cool feature on YouTube. If you do like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It helps the channel and it helps me. And if you wish, please do subscribe. That also helps the channel. And hit that bell so you'll be notified when I upload new videos. Actually, I think that's all for the intro. I don't have anything else. So go ahead and make your decision about which pile is going to be for you today. And then go directly to that point in the video. And I will see you at your reading. Welcome back, my friends. If you chose pile 1, these are going to be your messages for, what blessings are coming your way in the next 7 days. I'm going to talk a little bit about the stones today because I did choose them at random, so there might be an extra message here for you guys. Pile 1 did have a rough cut rose quartz on it, and the rose quartz is very well known for being the love stone, and that includes all kinds of love. It's platonic love and self-love in addition to romantic love. But it can also just be a heart healing, like these stones can be used to help get your heart in the right emotional space. So it's emotional healing as well. All right, so just in case you want to pick one of those up and put it in your pocket or in your cage. Okay, so I'm starting with the Sedona Oracle deck, and I'm pulling cards as I go through this time. These cards are really good for just a quick overview of what blessings are coming your way. So this will just be the quick sound bite, and then I'll pull cards to get more information about the blessings. You guys did get 2 Sedona cards. Most people, the other piles just got 1, but you guys did get 2. Okay. You got Boynton Canyon, Viewpoints, and you got Visitor, Tourist, or Alien. Okay, so now I see why you got 2. So when you're talking about viewpoints, this usually is information that is coming into you in the next 7 days that kind of changes the way you look at things. You could hear something on a radio, you could read something, you could overhear a conversation in passing. Sometimes you get, some information from animals, or like you're out in nature and a viewpoint, you see things in a different way. Whatever this is about, it's about seeing things in a different way this week, and it has something to do with foreigners. Maybe you are looking at a situation that's going on in another country in a different way, or maybe something that is going on in your life some information will be provided, or some guidance will be provided by somebody from another culture. Now, again, that can be very accidental information, or it can be very deliberate information. Sometimes you seek it, sometimes it comes to you. I'm kind of feeling like it comes to you accidentally, so be on the lookout for just getting some clarification to some problem this week, or another point of view about a situation that you're dealing with. Let's see if we can get some more information about the blessings that are coming your way in the next 7 days. Can be related to this message, can be related to something completely different. We'll just see whatever comes in. Okay, you got the Knight of Swords. Ooh, you got the Knight of Wands. And you got the Star card. I'm going to pull a couple more real quick. Tarot from the Druid Craft Tarot, just to get further messages about these blessings that are coming your way. We've had afternoon showers, thunderstorms all week, and it gets really old when it does that sometimes. So it makes things kind of blah. So I'm ready for that to be over. All right, you got the Nine of Cups here. And you got the Strength. So the next 7 days. Boy, do you have some fast-moving energy coming in here. The Knight of Swords talks, all nights talk about movement. So things are moving very quickly. The Knight of Wands is very fast-moving energy. It usually has something to do with a new adventure. It's action. Maybe sometimes in kind of an entrepreneurial area, like you've been waiting for the go-ahead on something, some business ownership kind of thing. That's also indicated by the Strength card. We'll talk about that here in a minute. But so it could be an entrepreneurial something that is getting a full steam ahead going this week. Action is happening really swiftly on that. The Knight of Swords talks about clarity of thought, talks about information. Some information is coming into you. The Knight of Wands is quick moving action. This is super speedy. So this is happening really quick for you in the next 7 days. You get some clarity, or you get some information, maybe from some place, some foreign place, maybe even some culture that's alien to you, because you got the alien here. It's not that the culture is alien, it's just alien to you. You're not used to it. You don't know a lot about it. There's new information coming here that's coming from an unknown source that's very illuminating. So what is the information about? Well, you have 2 cards of wish fulfillment here. So to me, this information, this fast-moving energy that's starting in the next 7 days, things really popping off and starting to moving, is about whatever it is that you have wished for, whatever it is that you've put out into the universe. I do feel for some of you, it is about a business, because we have this Strength card that represents Leo to me, but she is one of the, Leo is one of my cards of entrepreneur, business owner. So if your desire was to own your own business, or to start a business, or to break out from like the 9 to 5 grind and do something remote. Something has something to do with your own thing. Maybe some travel involved with it. That's all a go this week. It all starts popping this week. You know what? It could actually, it's got visitor here. This indicates travel to me. This could very well have something to do with travel, your business thing that you're doing, or your remote thing. Maybe working remotely allows you to travel around the country because you don't have to be stuck in one place. You can work from your computer wherever that is. Maybe it's something like that for you guys. Whatever it is, you got the star card here with when you wish upon a star. I always say that when I see this card. It's just what it reminds me of. It's also a card of hope. It's a card of daring to dream again after something. Usually, I mean, this card does come after the Tower. So a lot of times this is daring to dream again after something has been wiped away. But it's just a very happy, positive card. And it just says that whatever your wish is my command. That's what the universe is saying to you right now. Your wish is my command. It's coming true to you. It is happening. It's happening very quickly in the next 7 days. That doesn't mean that you're going to necessarily see the whole outcome of the situation in the next 7 days. It just means things are popping. You're definitely moving in that direction in the next 7 days. The 9 of Cups is also wish fulfillment. 9 Cups is, he's just very satisfied. He's sitting there. He's had a really long day. He's worked really hard. He's sitting in a pub. He's drinking this, looks like a chalice. Is that what it's called? Of wine. He is in absolutely no hurry. He has this biggest smile on his face. He's got no, I was going to say he has food coming. No, it's right here. He's got a fish in front of him. It is the card of fulfillment, being satiated, having everything that you want, having everything that you desire, all of your wishes coming true for you. No need to hurry. He's so happy here. He's sitting here in front of these blessings that have been laid upon his table. He has no need to hurry to drink this wine because there's another one right behind it, and another one right behind it, and another one right behind it. It's that kind of, I do not have to worry about anything. Everything is okay. I have everything I can possibly need. That's where you're at this week. Or that's the actions come in that start moving you toward that. Big time this week. That's very succinct. I don't, just for people, you have Aquarius and Leo. I'm going to get a card from the just final messages from the angels and ancestors here to kind of wrap this up and to see if there's anything else that Spirit would like to tell us about this blessing that's coming to you guys. Anything else for pile 1? Elder, move beyond ancestral patterns. Again, I just thought it was really odd. This guy's got this stake in his hand and there's a wild boar in this card. But, okay, so this is always about, I've talked about my patterns a little bit. Like in my family, we have a serious pattern of poverty and it's gone back for generations and generations and generations. So that kind of becomes a part of your DNA when your ancestors have dealt with things for over and over and over again, or incarnation after incarnation. It becomes part of who you are. So what this tells me is this week you are able to break free from some of that conditioning that is so ingrained in you, and it could be a poverty mindset or something, because there is very much abundance indicated here in your future. Maybe that's the information, or has something to do with the viewpoint or the information that you receive. Whatever it is, you're breaking free from the patterns and you're moving forward and you're able to let them go. And that's no small feat to break those ancestral patterns. It's a big deal. So congratulations for doing that this week. And moving on to you know, once you break ancestral patterns, that's just a big win for you and for your posterity. However, there are going to be other challenges coming up because, you know, that's what we're here for. We're here to learn and to experience and to grow, all of that stuff. So this is a pattern that you're breaking this week so that you can be free to move on and to move on to brighter days and a happier, more abundant future, actually. All right, so last thing I want to ask from the Sacred Traveler is, what does pile 1 need to do, if anything? Sometimes you don't need to do anything at all, but let's see if there's any advice here for what you guys need to do for pile 1. In the flow, everything is smooth sailing. You guys don't have to do anything. It's all been done. Quick action here, but it's action that is kind of happening around you and moving you forward. It's not something that you have to work real hard at. You're in the flow. It's just flowing naturally from here on out until you reach these particular desires that you have, and then that sets you up for to make more dreams, right? Put more wishes out there. But these are moving along. You are sailing along toward these dreams very quickly in the next 7 days. All right, that's all I have for pile 1. Until next time, I'm sending you guys lots of light and love. Namaste. Welcome back, my friends. If you chose pile 2 for the reading, what blessings are coming your way in the next 7 days, these are going to be your messages. I did want to talk about the stones this week because I chose them at random. This is very faint blue there, but it is an aquamarine rough cut. So the aquamarine is the stone of enlightenment and spiritual awareness, and it also helps you become attuned to your emotions. So I just wanted to let you guys know about that. So in case you know, there might be another message here in relation to this, or, you know, this might be your extra message in case you want to get one of those and put it in your pocket. So I am starting this reading with a Sedona Oracle card. These cards are really good for just general blessing messages. So we'll use this to get us started. This may be a message by itself, and then the other cards will be about another blessing, or it can all flow together. It just depends, you know, on how the cards come out. But, so your blessings that are coming your way in the next 7 days, you got Sage, Heart's Desire Manifesting. I think that's pretty clear. I think what's coming to you guys in the next 7 days is exactly what you've been wanting. What have you been manifesting? What wish have you put out into the universe? Whatever it is, it's coming right at you in the next 7 days. So, congratulations. First of all, that's really cool. Sometimes those things, you know, can take a long time to manifest. And who knows, it might have been a long time for you guys, right? You might have been trying to manifest this for a long time. But it's not hard work. That's not how you manifest. But your intentions are paying off because it is coming in this week in the next 7 days. And again, that's the next 7 days from whenever you click on this video. So I'm just pulling some tarot here to see what further messages we can get about the blessings that are coming your way. You have a 7 of Cups. You have the 8 of Wands. And you have an 8 of, not an 8, the Strength card, which is another 8. So you got 2 8s here. And I'm going to pull a couple of Druid Craft tarot cards here. Don't worry, if that's intended to come out, believe me, it'll come out. I've seen it happen too many times. I kind of don't like to take the cards that pop out in this particular deck. Usually I do, but not with this deck. I like to cut them. So I'm just going to get a couple of Druid Craft tarot cards here for pile 2 to see what further messages we have from Spirit about the blessings that are coming your way in the next 7 days. Got the Death card. Fantastic. Ten of Swords. That's awesome. Okay, I'm going to go one more on this because those are pretty much the same card. King of Swords. Okay. Okay, Heart's Desire is manifesting. That means something is ending. Something, which probably the people manifest when something is not right in their life, right? So maybe they lose a job, so they start manifesting a new job. Or maybe they don't like their house, they're wanting a new house, so they start manifesting a new house. So these cards coming up here is not surprising at all if the blessing that's coming your way in the next 7 days is that you are getting your heart's desire, because that always means something has to end. For you guys, well, it could be anything. But whatever it is, it causes a transformation in your life. And the death comes along when there are big changes, big transformation, big endings, that kind of thing. So it is going to be different for you guys. For some of you, the Ten of Swords it's kind of a lot of negative energy. So for a lot of you, that might be what's ending, this negative cycle that you have been going through. I say this all the time with the Ten of Swords. Sometimes it's something that is happening to you, like an ending is happening, whether you want it to or not. It's just going to happen, and that's just like the flow of life. Sometimes this is you doing it. It's my card for stick a fork in me. I'm done. I cannot do this anymore. I'm done with this. I'm kind of not actually feeling that particular meaning, which I usually feel that meaning more often than not. In this particular reading, I'm feeling that as negativity that is passing away out of your life. Like there's been, and maybe that's why you're trying to manifest something different, because you have been in a bit of a negative cycle here. That can be with anything. It can be with work. It can be with family. It can be with a relationship. It can be with health. It can be in any area of your life. Things have just not been 100%, and you want something else. You're looking for something better. Well, it's happening for sure. Okay, so this King of Swords here can be you, Libra, minor arcana for Libra. Can be somebody that plays into your week here, somebody that helps you manifest what it is that you're trying to manifest. But this King is very intelligent, definitely a head over heart person. He makes decisions with his head. So if you want somebody to look at a situation logically for you, this is definitely the person that you want to go to. This guy's more than that too. He has a lot of integrity. Like he is beyond reproach with his integrity. If he gives you his word about something, you can take it to the bank, because he's going to do it. He says he's going to do it, he's going to do it. So it's interesting that this card of tremendous clarity comes up with this card of the Seven of Cups, which can be a card of pie in the sky and having too many daydreams. You know how I do this all the time. I sit around and I'm working, and all of a sudden I'm staring out the window and I'm daydreaming about so many things that I want. This is like, can't make up your mind what you want because you kind of want it all. I don't feel like that with this particular reading, again, because of this Heart's Desire manifesting. I think you've been looking at what the options are. I think you've gone through that process of, if you could have anything at all that you want, what would you want? Because you've had to get real clear. There's that clarity again. You've been going through a process of getting real clear about what it is that you want, and it is coming to you. Okay, so this is an interesting card to get in this particular reading, I think. It's the card Major Arcana for Leo. It's kind of a card of tact and diplomacy, but it is a card that means you're going to, whatever it is that's going on for you, it's going to require some strength and some determination. And when I say strength, that's not brute force. It's tact and diplomacy, but it's kind of like sticking to it and being strong when there might be some opposition to your dreams, to manifesting what it is that you want. Kind of feeling like that has been again in the past, and maybe that's what's ending, that that period where you've had to be strong, you've had to maybe face some opposition to what you want, and you have dealt with it with a great deal of tact and diplomacy, and now it's time to reap the rewards, because it is full steam ahead. It is full steam ahead this week on whatever it is that you desire. And that's going to be individual to each one of you. All right. So I'm just going to, I can't clarify this because it's going to get, again, this is for the collective, it's going to get individual when it comes to what it is that this person desires. It will get individual as to what's leaving. I think what's leaving your life is the negativity and maybe some opposition to your heart's desire and what you wanted. That is all going away. And you are right, like a phoenix. You're rising out of the ashes. You are leaving all of that behind, and you're going full steam ahead into what it is that you want. You have, it's all coming into you at the same time. I will say this about this Eight of Wands. There is kind of a message there of you have to pick one and go with it. This energy, these options, these opportunities, they're coming at you very quickly, just like arrows being thrown at you. But it's kind of a use it or lose it situation. You got to pick one up and run with it. And I think you know, because back here, right, your heart's desire, looking at all the options, I think you already know which one you're going to run with. You're just waiting for that one to be thrown at you, and it's coming at you. If you do not know, I think that's where this person comes in handy. It's either a smart, doesn't have to be a male, it could be a female that also represents, that embodies that mastery of the mental, and that you can go to for clarity. Can provide some real, help you cut through the bull and get to the heart of the matter. All right, so for my pile 2, what final messages do you have for pile 2, if anything? Well, there'll be something. There'll be some card here, right? Autumn, release the old and rest. There is, yeah, there's a deck. Yeah, I can see that with this death here. There does feel like there was some negative stuff here, but you're letting it go. This is just telling you, you know, if you haven't, let it go, because let it go and get some rest, because it's full steam ahead. I mean, you don't have much time to rest. This is coming in the next 7 days. So if you do have a day or two that you can rest here, maybe do some exercises to let go of any residual from that past negativity, if there's any left. Take a day or two to do that, and then move forward. Full steam ahead. All systems are go. All right, what does pile 2 need to do, if anything? What action do they need to take? Pile 2, what do they need to do? What action for pile 2? Overcoming obstacles. You can overcome anything. Again, with this strength card, there looks like there has been some obstacles to this. If there are obstacles left, again, you're going to overcome them very quickly, because you're moving forward by the end of the 7 days. So if there's one final thing that you have to do, just know that you can overcome it. You've got what it takes. You've got the strength You've got the determination. You've got everything in you that you need to overcome any last obstacles that are keeping you from manifesting your heart's desire. Okay, that's all I have for pile 2. Until next time, I'm sending you guys lots of light and love. Namaste. Welcome back, my friends. If you chose pile 3, these are going to be your messages for the what blessings are coming your way in the next 7 days reading. I am reading the meanings of the stones this time because I chose them at random. And this particular pile had a black tourmaline on it, and the black tourmaline provides protection and eliminates negativity. It is also used a lot of times with spiritualists when they're doing ritual work, but I think mostly the meaning of the stone is that it's one of those great stones for getting rid of the negativity. So in case you want to put that in your pocket, I'm reading those today because, like I said, I did choose them at random, so there might be an extra message there for you. All right, so we're starting this reading with the Sedona Oracle deck, and this is a great deck to just kind of get a general feel, first of all, for what blessings are coming your way and what it's all about. So let's see what we got here. You got Mesquite, Tenacious Individuality. Okay, I like that for y'all. Okay, so I'm kind of getting something, and this doesn't usually happen, but I'm kind of getting something with this stone that it goes kind of with this card here. I think what I have here in my group of 3s are people that march to the beat of their own drum, which is really cool. It takes a lot of guts to be an individual like that. A lot of people, it's so much easier to be accepted when you go with the crowd than when you break out on your own and you are your own person and you do things your own way. It's a really cool, adventurous, and fun path. It's also a tough path sometimes. And what I'm feeling with this tourmaline here is you've been getting some from family or from friends or from people who are mentors who are trying to provide you guidance. They're giving you a little bit of lip for your individuality. They're trying to convince you that maybe it's easier to go with the flow. So this message that I'm getting for you guys is, don't let them lay that negativity on you. That is their own baggage. They don't understand you. That's fine. They don't have to understand you. They have their own path that they need to follow. However, don't let them lay the negativity on you. Reject it with love. Just tell them that all things being equal, you're gonna go your own way. You can also get one of these. Just pick up one of these black tourmalines and put it in your pocket to kind of protect you from that negativity if people are trying to lay that on you. That's not your stuff. That's their stuff. Okay, let's see what other messages are coming through for my individualists here. It does take a lot of guts to do that. To be, what does it say? Tenacious individuality. That is like, stubbornly individual. Like, I am going to do this, and I don't care what it takes. I'm going to be my own person. That's pretty cool. Y'all are awesome. Let's get some further messages from Tarot here. Okay. You got the 5 of Pentacles, the 7 of Wands. Not surprised to see that there. The World card and the Page of Cups here. I'm going to get a couple of Druid Craft Tarot here. Just for further messages. I think I said this in the last reading, but in these particular cards, I don't like them when they pop out. I want to cut them. I did take note of the cards that I saw and when they popped out, and believe me when I say this, if they need to come out, they will come out again for sure. I've seen it over and over and over again. Okay, so what else? What other messages for pile 3? All right, you got the Sun. I love that for y'all. Go one more. The 8 of Pentacles. That's interesting. I'm going to go one more, and I don't. King of Pentacles. Okay. So this just took a sudden turn. Listen, you guys, this message up here is just reiterating the first message of you guys being fiercely individual, fiercely individualists, I guess you would say, marching to the beat of your own drum, going your own way. And I say rebel, but it's not even really rebel. It's just that I'm just being me. I'm not trying to rebel against you. I don't care what you do. I'm just going to do this because this is the right thing for me to do. That's what I'm hearing here. Now this card can be the card of poverty. I'm not getting that. Mostly not getting that, okay? A lot of times this card is about not wanting to be inside, not wanting to go inside of a institution. That can be so many things. This is the depiction here is a church, but it could also mean about what is an institution. It could be a school, it could be a place of business, that kind of thing. It's about choosing to, I don't want to say freeze to death, to freeze in the cold, because it's kind of like that. It's kind of making a decision that I would rather starve to death out in the cold. Me and my trusty friend here, taking a friend with me. He's just as wounded as I am. They've been giving him just as hard a time as they've been giving me. We're in it together, but we, which is nice. It's nice to have this friend that you can trust when it seems like there's a lot of people want to throw their negativity on you. But you would rather take your chances out in the cold than go into that warm, cozy institution, whatever that is for you. More of the same. This is a defensive posture. This is holding your own. This says that there's some pressure for you not to stand your ground, not to hold your own, but you are in a strong position. So the message of the card is stay strong. You are in the right, and you're going to be victorious in the end. I don't usually say this with this card, but I'm feeling it very strongly for some people out there. The Page of Cups can kind of be, and especially when it's with the Fool, can be read as homosexuals. And I'm getting a sense of that really strongly in this reading, and that's not to say all of you guys are, but it's that kind of situation of, and I don't think this happens so much anymore, but back in the day when people would try to tell somebody that they were homosexual, the church would try to convert them or something, or try to keep them from being a homosexual. It is kind of that kind of, this is kind of that kind of situation here. You are an individual. You are who you are. You're not trying to hurt anybody. You just are who you are, and that is just the way it is. There is some pressure here for you not to be the way you are, whatever way that is. I do feel like for some of you it is that you are have a different an alternative lifestyle. Let's not say necessarily homosexual. That could be lesbian, gay, bisexual, transsexual, queer. Something alternative, something different, something outside of the norm. Whatever it is, you're so proud of it. You're gonna do. You've decided. You've already made the decision. It's so very clear that you've made the decision. You're gonna do this anyway, whether you have the support of other people or not, because this is just who you are. You're not trying to hurt anybody. Good news is you do have somebody that's out there with you. That is. Support for you, that's helping you, that's there for you, which is good. Okay, so here's where the blessing comes in. The world is turning, a cycle is turning here. Something happens, and it's really, really positive. That flips this narrative that's been going on here about having to be so strong and having to stand your ground, turns it into something in your world is changing, and the cycle is moving forward. One cycle ends, one cycle begins, but it is going forward, and it's helping you break free from the past. And the Sun card is the most joyous and most happy card of all the cards. Actually, it is the best, happiest card in the deck, the Sun. So what is happening this week in the next 7 days is the cycle is moving. A cycle is ending, another cycle is moving forward, and it helps you break free from the past and break free from all of this, and brings you into a very happy, joyful way of life. Maybe you move, maybe I'm going to tell you what this is here in a minute. Maybe you get a job in another location. Maybe you leave home. Maybe there is something. It is something that maybe you go to school. Maybe you go to college. It's something that breaks you free from the past. And this cycle that has been a little bit hard. And for you, honestly, I'm not seeing that it's been really, really hard. Like, it's been a real struggle for you, but there have been people around you who want you to be different from who you are. They would prefer that you be different. There might have been laying some negative juju on you about it, but I don't get that it's been real abusive or anything. It's just been weighing on you, and you're kind of a little tired of maybe of having to defend it all the time. Well, guess what? In the next 7 days, something happens, moves you forward into a different cycle. You break free from that past, and it moves you into this really, really beautiful, bright future. Okay, so these two came out last, and I'm getting that it's just for a couple of you. I don't know that everybody it's going to be this is what's breaking you free. But for some of you, I feel like it's you're going off to college. You're going off to moving away from home to get a new job. This is a card of apprenticeship, which is why I say college, or at least learning under somebody, that kind of thing. But it is a card of working hard at something that you love, and because you love it so much, you're not even noticing all the pentacles that are stacking up. And this guy's got the Midas touch, this King of Pentacles. So whatever this is that you're apprenticing about for the money becomes really, really lucrative. And I don't get that that's happening in the next 7 days. I think it's something that when the cycle begins, it begins this process of something that turns really, really lucrative. For some of you, not everybody, but for some of you, I think you might be taking this, whatever this was, where you had to, whatever your individuality is, and again, that's going to be different for all of you. Some people, back in my day, there used to be like what they call goths, like the people that dressed in dark clothes or whatever, and they maybe put on a little bit of white makeup or something. They just were real dark in the way they dressed and the way they presented themselves. And okay, so they were called goths. It's something like that. It's not, like I said, it can be LGBTQ. It can be that kind of different, just a different. Okay, so another example would be we used to have when I lived in Oklahoma, this really, really big Renaissance fair every year. It was huge. It was fantastic fun. But there are people that call themselves Rennies. Like they go around, that's their life. They go around, and they're all over the country, right? And they wear these, I don't know what century would that be, 12th, 13th, 14th century clothes from England, you know, that medieval stuff. It was that medieval stuff. And they joust and they do all kinds of, I don't know, really interesting. They have jesters and kings and queens and all this stuff. But it is a way of life for those people. It's that kind of thing. Whatever this is that you have been so strong about, this is who I am, I'm going to be this person. Not only are you getting away from the negativity about it, but you're actually going forward and using it to make money. It's gonna be, you figured out a way to make a living at it. Some aspect of it. Like maybe you found a need in here, you know, like this is what my people need, so I have a product that I can sell because I know they need it. It's that kind of thing. Maybe I'm going to start a YouTube talk show, or maybe a podcast or something that kind of specializes and has guests or whatever that can talk about issues around this, whatever this is. And not only does it bring you a personal, really, really happy future, it also brings you money. It's a good business idea. Who saw that coming? I didn't. When I started this reading, I was like, okay, I just didn't see that coming. All right, so I'm just gonna see if we got some final messages here from my pile threes. I don't like for these to pop out either. I want these to be all nice and neat. Come to me when I cut them. All right, final messages for pile three. Let's see what we got here. Shapeshifter, transform and unveil your gifts. Oh my goodness. That is exactly right. You're shape-shifting. You're transforming this into something that you unveil to the world. And those gifts become your blessing. They become your blessing, and it brings you a very happy, healthy, lucrative life. All right. Last thing I want to know is, what does pile three need to do? If anything, what action does pile three need to take? Let's see what we can find out. What does pile three need to do? Keep going forward, ascending the mountain. Okay. You're almost to the top, you guys. You're almost to the top, and it's going to be downhill from there. It's happening this week. The wheel is turning forward. The cycle turns forward, but you're climbing a mountain. You've been climbing a mountain for a long time. You're almost to the top. That's what it's been like. It's kind of been like you've been climbing this mountain. It seems like it's been a little bit uphill for you. Not everybody's on board with it, right? Well, you're almost to the top. You're overcoming that. You're going down on the other side, and it's so beautiful for y'all. I'm very happy for that. You're moving into much brighter, happier times. That's the blessing that's coming to you the next 7 days. All right, that's all I have for my pile threes. Until next time, I'm sending you lots of light and love. Namaste.